Alright, what's going on, y'all? Jason Trio here with Bittrio.com. Today is Monday, October 12th, 2020. And in this video, man, we're going to talk about this Fewocious NFT art drama. So a couple weeks ago, you guys may remember that I talked about the NFT art and how I was going to screenshot one of these and mint one of these NFT arts. It all started when it was Peter McCormick brought it up. He was on Twitter talking about the screenshot NFT art, how they're not worth anything, etc., etc. So I chimed in on Twitter, had a little bit of a back and forth with DCL Blogger. I think he just made a thread after I said, NFT art isn't worth anything. So I minted a piece, this Fewocious piece here, just screen captured it, saved it, minted it myself, and put it up. That was a couple weeks ago. Nothing happened until last night. So I was playing Axie Infinity or Gods Unchained, one or the other, and I was browsing through my Twitter feed, and I come across this tweet. It was liked by Nuggets News, Alex Saunders. So I follow him, and I see this pop up on my feed, and I'm like, yo, what is this? I see these icons. I'm like, yo, that's my logo. And it's a post from Jason A. Williams. Nice name, bro. And he posts, scammer, screenshots an artist's work, mints it on Rarible, and then represents selling that work. It is easy to see that it was not minted by the artist. It's the same as a fake Gucci bag. If that's your thing, I guess do you. I support Fewo and the real art at Fewocious. And I was like, oh shit, now we get some traction now, baby. Now we can have this talk. So I said, scammer? Fuck you, bro. How does my screenshot differ from the first one minted? This is a test. And if your only defense is asking the curator Rarible to ban me, then I believe I've proved my point. If you want digital scarcity, buy Bitcoin. And of course, I was banned. I am banned. So he got me banned from Rarible. Like, what the fuck? Let me be. Let a duplicate be. I am pretty proud that I'm the first one to do this. I'm surprised, but I'm proud. And if that's the only recourse, if that's the only solution from people screenshotting NFTs and reminting them, then yeah, it's not good. I mean, he's basically calling on authority, saying, authority, police, please ban this. Please ban this. Well, no, if you're confident in your NFT being worth something, why would you call on somebody to have it banned? So he responds back, nah, you're fake Gucci. That's cool. I made my point. Which, what? What's your point? I don't see your point. You're calling to have me banned. And I said, I think I've made my point. I could have went a step further and made my name and logo as the original artist. Then you look at the ETH address to confirm. But you can't expect users to know the exact address of the creators. Also, what if the artist changed their ETH address? Yeah, so you can see in this picture right here that it's selling by me, Jason Trio. It has my logo and everything. If I wanted to be a scammer, I could have just copied Fewocious's logo here and changed my name to Fewocious. I mean, you see it all the time when people do it on Twitter. They copy the dude's logo and they make the dude's name. I could have put a 0 instead of a O or an underscore or, whatever. If I was really trying to scam, I would have changed my shit. But no, I posted it as me. Like, this is me, dude. The only regret, which I did mention down here, because he says, I'm representing the artwork. And I'm like, yeah, look. My only regret was not saying that this was a Fewocious piece. You could see that I canceled the sale after posting it to add this detail, but unfortunately you must do that at the time of mint. So I did cancel it. So I minted it and I canceled it. I'm like, fuck. I just copied Fewocious's description And I was like, fuck, I don't want to take credit. You know, I don't want to represent this as my artwork. I just want to represent it as the artwork. You know, it's the same exact image, but I minted it. I'm not trying to hide that I minted it. And I'm not trying to take credit for the actual art. Obviously, I didn't make the art, but I did mint the piece. And this is the experiment. This is the test. This is what I'm challenging. I'm challenging that it's not worth anything because I can mint the same exact piece. So I do say, look, I wanted to put artwork of Fewocious, or all credit goes to Fewocious, or something like that in here. So I canceled it, tried to add it, but it won't let you do it. I would have had to remint another piece to add that, and I was like, fuck it, I'm not spending another fucking $20 or whatever the fuck it is with high-ass gas to mint that shit. You know, it's just an experiment. Who knows if it'll get traction? Who knows if anyone will give a fuck? Who knows if I'll get banned by Rarible? Which is what happened. But you know, in the future, just like Uniswap, the things are decentralized exchanges. Who's gonna ban you? You know, this is the whole point. This is the whole experiment. And what I find funny is that this guy Jason Williams, he's got a Fewocious piece right here that he bought for $3,000, and he's trying to sell it for $50,000. So obviously he's concerned, like, oh shit, I got an original piece. I'm gonna copy this one too, and I'm gonna mint this one too. And I'll probably tweet it out at Jason Williams, like, hey, you got that one, but I got this one. And that's, you know, that's kind of the debate that I want to have. Like, okay, fine. If the first ever minted Innovative Dinner or whatever, this one, is worth money, well, what's the second ever? Like, it's kind of cool. I have the second ever minted Innovative Dinner on the Ethereum blockchain. Now, of course, it doesn't come from the original owner, but where's the value? Does it have to come from the original owner? What if that person changes his ETH address? Who's keeping a catalog? Who's keeping a list of every address that minted every NFT to know that it's an original? You could also go a step further and say the date and time. You can check when it was minted. But as these artists and as NFTs become more popular, you're going to have opportunistic people that are following artists, and as soon as they mint a piece, they're going to copy it and mint it themselves. So it'll be just a few minutes later. It'll be the same date and just a few minutes later. So you're really expecting a lot from the user. You're really expecting a lot from the customer to be able to notice and do a lot of due diligence and a lot of research. You know, that's just not plausible for a customer. And where does the value come from? This is my question too. So this one dude says, look, Kakadorg says, it is not a fake Gucci actually. The screenshot is exactly the same image. ETH address is the only difference. So you're paying for the code that comes from the artist. Code is the artwork here, not the image. And that's true. That's 100% true because yes, my image is 100% identical. The only difference is who minted it, the address that minted it. That's it. And the date and time when it was minted. That's it. This is an exact replica. It's an exact duplicate. If you look at his with a fine-tooth comb and you compare it to mine, it's 100% the same. So where's the value? You know, this is what I'm trying to find out. Where is the value? So I thought it was pretty cool that this gained a little bit of attention here. You know, I kind of wish it would go further and more people would chime in and say, well, it's valuable because of this, or it's not valuable because of that. You know, have a little bit of dialogue, but of course, you know, people just want to run and get me banned. Like, here we go. Dude just got me banned from Rarible. But I'll find another way, you know. Not that I really give a fuck. You know, look, I do give a fuck. I'm curious about it. I want to find out. I want to prove a point one way or the other. Either I'm right or I'm wrong, but I want to get to the bottom of it. But I ain't going to go through crazy hurdles to do it. If I can find another place to mint, I'll do it. But if not, you know, I ain't going to go crazy. So you're safe to buy the Innovator's Dinner because now I got banned on Rarible. So you can buy the original one with safe security. So he says, bro, look, this is my only issue. I don't care about duplicates. Yeah, you do. People have fake shit all over the place. Just don't try and play it like it was real. That was what you were doing. If I am wrong about that, I apologize. The issue is you hurt the artist. Don't you get that? No, I don't get it. I don't know how I'm hurting the artist. I'm hurting somebody that might be selling it, I guess, if the artist is selling it. So I said, yeah, bro, it's all good. Look, I'm not a dick. I just play one on the internet. I just want answers. This was an experiment. I don't mean to hurt any artist. I think it hurts the NFT art space if it can't be solved without relying on Rarible to ban the duplicate. This is my point and what I'm curious of. And yeah, to Fewocious, dude, look, no malicious intent, bro. Your art's cool. I like it. I'm not taking away from it. I'm not trying to take credit for your art. I just chose you because Pomp had a podcast about it. I heard about it. I was like, okay, well, this dude's making art. Let me test my theory. Let me copy a piece of this dude's art and mint it myself and challenge the narrative that NFT art is in fact valuable. The reason that I don't think NFT art is valuable is because you can screenshot it and make a 100% exact duplicate. I do believe that NFT, non-fungible tokens, are valuable in the gaming space because they have utility. They have usefulness. So, check it out. Let's say you build a game and you have 10 unique swords that have a special ability. And these 10 unique swords, they're on the blockchain, whatever. When someone unlocks it, it's been unlocked. And when someone has it, they have it. It's provably scarce, provably owned. Now, someone can just screenshot the image of that sword and mint it as an NFT. But they don't have the utility. It's not valuable because they can't use it in game. That's like coming through here with Axie Infinity and saying, this is an NFT, right? And I screenshot this NFT. It has no value. Let's say I screenshot this image and I throw it up, mint it on the Ethereum blockchain. Well, I can't use it in game, so it has no value. But art is different. Art is different. There is no utility other than just looking at it. And you might say, well, in Decentraland, I can go and I can post my shit and I can display my shit. Well, so can I. I can copy your art, mint it, and display it in my fucking Decentraland house too. The same shit. This is the narrative that I'm challenging. And it's a little unfortunate that I just got banned instead of it. So Dork says, if I was rich, I would buy this screenshot NFT because it is more expensive than the original. So that would would question the meaning of an NFT. Right, and that's my whole point, dude. I want people to question the meaning of this NFT art. That's my thing. So yeah, look, here's Jason Williams begging Rarible to ban me. At Rarible, the account is still up and the price is still listed for sale. I see you stated the account is banned. So why is the work here and others? Huh? Why? Like, what the fuck? Fuck you, bro. Let me fucking live. Let me fucking be. Let me be a part of it. If you want digital scarcity, lock it down so people can't create it, Nobody's going to screenshot a fucking Bitcoin. Why? Why? Because it was coded that way. Because it was meant that way. If the government could come in and shut Bitcoin down, you damn sure fucking better believe that they would. But they can't. That's the beauty. So for this art to be valuable, it has to stand on its own. It has to work on its own. You can't have Rarible, super rare, these people in the middle that are playing fucking banhammer type shit. It has to work in the wild, in the internet, where you got fucking scammers and wild ass dudes. I'm not questioning or saying that doing this is right. Obviously it's unethical. You shouldn't be copying people's shit and fucking throwing it up there. But I'm playing devil's advocate here and I'm saying, yo, people are gonna fucking do this shit. So let me fucking try it. Let me experiment. Let's figure it out. All y'all motherfuckers want to sit there and be like, NFT art, valuable, valuable, valuable. Bang, bang, bang. Here's your story. And I'm like, all right, let me poke a few holes in this fucking story. Let me challenge this narrative. And that's what I'm doing. And instead of saying, well, yours ain't worth shit because ABC, so suck a dick. You can have your shit up there all day, all night. We don't give a fuck because our art stands on its own. We don't care if we got duplicates out there. No. Dude runs to Rarible and says, ban this dude's account. Like, what the fuck? I mean, what the fuck? I'll figure out a way to get another one up there. I mean, they did ban my shit. They did ban my fucking account. So Dan Held says, what did you expect? Says, I expect people to steal things in interesting ways, and although it sucks, I still clearly see that it wasn't minted by Fewo and would have no interest in buying a copy. Okay, can you clearly see though? You can only clearly see because they're showing my logo. Like I said, if I really wanted to fucking get deep in the weeds here and be, maybe I should have, maybe I fucking should have. Then you wouldn't have been able to easily see. Then what if I had Fewocious's logo, I took his fucking logo right here, copied whatever the fuck that is, a chicken or some shit, copied that fucking shit, and made my name Fewocious, like people do on Twitter all the time. What? You got people on Twitter saying, that's a scammer account, that he's imitating me. Twitter support, @Twitter support. Please ban this. Hey, followers, just let you guys know there's somebody imitating me, duplicating me. Please know that's a scammer. Please report it. Everybody asked for someone to report it. Well, that's not going to work in the internet, dude. Have an intermediary like that. That's not what we do. This is Bitcoin. This is cryptocurrency. This is the internet. This is the whole beauty of blockchain. There ain't no man in the middle. This is the beauty. So you want to go right back and be like, look, it only works if there's a man in the middle. It only works if there's a curator. It only works if there's somebody that can ban this motherfucker. Like, I guess I should have. I should have put my picture and my name as Fewocious, but, I really wasn't looking to scam. I'm looking to experiment. And like I said, my only regret is not saying something like all credit to Fewocious or artwork by Fewocious. I'll do that in my next mint because I'm, like I said, I'm not going to stop unless it's fucking hard as shit. What I'll probably do is I'll just make another Ethereum account or whatever. I'll get another address and I'll fucking mint another piece on another address. Fuck it. That's what I'll do. And what are you going to do? You're going to try to get me banned? I mean, what is that? Whack-a-mole? You're just going to start whacking everybody? Bang, 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 bang. Scammer, 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 scammer. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. That's stupid. Like, come on now. So Dan Held says, right, but welcome to decentralized tech. But is it decentralized? Because there's a middleman wearable. Granted, better UX might have helped here. Jason says, yes, I actually had spirited discussions with Pomp and others about NFTs, and this feels bad, but with simple due diligence, you can see it's a copy. I am sure lawyers are already working on new algos to send paper tigers. Yeah, but you can send paper tigers all you want. It's decentralized. You don't know me. You don't know who I am. You don't know who the people are. There's all types of people all over the place. Who's Satoshi Nakamoto? Why don't you send him a paper tiger? Who the fuck's he? I'm sure the government would love to fucking knock on his door and kill his ass and shut his shit down, right? This is the internet. You're missing the point. You're back in the old days. And I know you're fucking rich. Held, Williams, Pomp, they're all rich. They all got mad dough and all this shit, but you're missing the point. You think you proved your point. I think I proved my point. So he goes on to say, this is Jason Williams, dude. So, Rarible responded, then deleted the response, but have changed the owner of the piece now. It appears to be owned by Rarible below as compared to the screenshot 10 minutes ago. I've become an art investigative reporter. Well, you've become a poor art investigative reporter because how can they take a NFT that's in my wallet and transfer ownership to themselves? Answer, they can't. It's still in my wallet. I still own it. And, hey, maybe I've uncovered or cracked open a big-ass can of worms in saying that if you can move an NFT that was in my wallet and take it out of my wallet without me signing off, then damn, Ethereum's fucked. Then that's fucked. I'm starting to pop, baby. Mix it up. Just in time for Halloween, baby. A big old witch sitting on that cauldron, stirring it up. Richie Rich goes on to say, I still don't understand NFTs, but it is clear the platform needs to put a stop to this, or artists and purchasers should stop using the platform. Stop it! No, it's decentralized tech, man. Come on, this is what this is what we gotta figure out, guys. We gotta figure this out. This ain't fucking having a middleman in the middle, guys. What the fuck? And this once money says, we stand with Fewocious as well. That's why we are building a platform that will provide features to thwart this behavior. You know, never let a dull moment go to waste or an opportunity go to waste. Like, well, let's rep our company, follow us, and post on us. Maybe that's where I'll mint the new one at, this Once Money. I'll have to look into it. What is this place? Maybe I'll mint on you guys. Once Money, now art. Building the world's foremost non-fungible token data aggregator and decentralized NFT exchange. Well, if it's decentralized, how you gonna stop copies, you know? Like the other dude said, the image is 100% identical. The only difference is the code. So how you gonna stop it? You're not. You can't. Unless, hey, maybe you can. I don't know. Cloud Street responds to Once. I really want to invest, but I'm not seeing anything solid about Once Money. Lots of tweets, not much else. Help me believe. Ooh, bang! Rip team! Let's see what they say. Have you visited our website, our Discord, our Telegram? He said yes. Damn! Our white paper, yes. It all sounds very interesting. How come you are all anonymous, or am I missing something? Most of us are anonymous. Some have doxed on numerous occasions. We understand the fear of anonymous team members given the history of the space. Yeah, maybe I'll look into these guys. Once Money. And I'll mint my second NFT copy. You know, I really don't want to mint another Fewocious piece because it seems like I'm picking on him, which I'm totally not, dude. You know, you're doing your thing. I like your work. I just picked you because, hey, and I said in my other tweet, you know, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So, you know, hey, you're the best, dude. You're the best. That's why I picked you. I bow to Fewocious. Masterclass Millionaire says, this is the flaw in NFTs. Not actually rare works and unique, only to a wallet address. Just saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Trevor Jones says, I guess Rarible doesn't work on weekends. Oh, damn. Franklin Fitch responds, their customer service is terrible. Yikes! Rarible. Now Rarible's getting ripped. Shit! I thought this was just ripping on me. Now they ripping on Rarible. Simon Conti says, what's your suggestion to protect emerging artists? Right. I mean, this is what I want to hear. This is the whole thing, right? Crickets. Fucking crickets, dude. Chirp, 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 chirp. Like, no one even hearts it. No one even responds to them. People are like, I don't know. I don't know. What the fuck? What's my response? Ban that motherfucker! Come on, the account is still up, Rarible. What the fuck? And the piece is still listed for sale. You said it was banned. Now fucking ban him. Ah! That's the fucking solution. Whack-a-mole. Ban these people that are creating duplicates. I mean, come on. No! It's not gonna work. I'm fucking... How am I the first? How am I the first? Jeez. Don't you guys have fucking Photoshop? You don't even need Photoshop. All you need is nothing. Just save it as a JPEG, a GIF, not a GIF. Well, if it's a motion one, save it as a GIF. Save it as a PNG file. .png, .jpeg, whatever. I think I saved mine as a PNG or JPEG. You know, they allow pretty big. I was surprised when you could upload the Rarible and Super Rare. They allow pretty big file sizes. So I'm surprised that they allow it that big. Normally you have to save web optimize and save it as like a PNG or something, but nah, they'll take a fucking JPEG, dude. Fucking full colors and everything. I guess that makes sense because it's art, but you know, you got some big files. They allow for some big files up there. So I was surprised with that. Brent KT says, Peter McCormick likes fake Gucci bags. Don't we all? Don't we all? Oh, so here's the argument, too, that people make, too. They'll be like, hey, well, like they were cracking on Peter McCormick. Peter McCormick was like, look, I screenshot your NFT, now I own your NFT. And people were like, oh, I screenshotted the Mona Lisa, now I own the Mona Lisa. Like, no, that analogy doesn't work, you know? Am I the only one that's thinking with a brain here? For physical art, that analogy does not work because you have the brush strokes of the physical art. If you could duplicate 100% with the brush strokes and make it look exactly the right, then hey, that's a damn good fake, and that shit would have value, right? How could you tell the difference? But with digital art, things that are digital, I can copy 100% accuracy. With a Mona Lisa or a painting that's physical, you can't 100% copy the brushstrokes. I mean, come on. That's ridiculous. You can't you can't 100% copy that artwork. Otherwise, you'd be a fucking dude. You'd be Van Gogh or whoever the fuck's famous, because you could just copy his fucking shit. You could paint as good as that motherfucker. So shit, you'd be fucking rich and a great ass artist too. But you can't. You can't copy physical art like that because it's hard to do. You know, the motherfucker's an artist. You can't just copy all his brushstrokes and everything. But with digital art, guess what? A screenshot does, man. This is 100% accurate. This is 100% identical. That's the point. That's the challenge. And nobody wants to talk about it. Everyone just wants to say, ban this motherfucker. Peaceful Tendency says, I will never use Rarible again! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Yes! You get him! Rarible's like, what the fuck? You know, they're talking about it like, we gotta find a way to stop these duplicates. Good! I'm glad that I'm moving the community forward, the NFT art space forward. But I don't want it to be relying on the curator, on the centralized person. You know, it's going to go towards a Uniswap style, where on Uniswap, anyone can create a token. And they even warn you, like, bro, are you sure you want to add this token? Because any motherfucker can create a token, and they might beat your ass. They might scam your ass. And you have to be like, yep, I agree. Paste your shit in, add the token, and swap Ethereum or whatever you got for it. So the same thing, hopefully, happens with a decentralized art space where it says, hey, are you sure you want to buy this shit? Because anyone could copy this shit. Please verify the address, this, that, and the other thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the future. That's where we're headed. It's not going to be a Rarible.com. It's not going to be a SuperRare.com where there's a man in the middle. This fucking Bitcoin, this fucking crypto. There ain't no man in the middle. It's decentralized. That's the whole point. That's why I'm doing this. I can't even get no positive dialogue going here. I can't even get an opposite side of the aisle argument. I can't even get, well, here's why it's fake and this, that, and the other thing. You know, without just saying ban me. Like, let my shit live. I'm not going to be the only one. I encourage everybody to challenge this narrative. I encourage everybody to copy NFT art and put it up there. I'm not saying take credit as it's yours, but put it up there. Challenge the narrative. How can you tell the original? Is the original even valuable? You know, Fewocious has the Innovators Dinner. That was the first ever Innovators Dinner that was minted on Ethereum blockchain. Well, guess what? I got the second ever fucking Innovators Dinner that was minted on the Ethereum blockchain. Is that worth something? Yo, it just might be. It just might be. If we're talking about value, you know, let's get to the bottom of this. Let's go all the way to the bottom. That's what I want to do. So Starwalker says, like a fake Rolex. Max says, weren't you doing DeFi last month? Now NFT real art? Stick to BTC like Pomp. Well, I think Pomp moved over here too. Kakadoric says, if you have the original NFT, then you should not worry at all. But deep down, you guys are freaking aware of the fragility of what you bought. You actually don't believe in what you invest in. Yo, that's a great point. That's what I'm saying. Why are you calling for my ban? Let it live. Let my piece live if you think your shit's good. And he says, this is my point. I agree. I'm just lifting up this very typical event. You can copy these easily, but it isn't the original. Okay, well then why'd you have me banned? Right? Obviously you're fragile. Obviously you're worried. Right? Deep down, you guys are freaking aware of the fragility of what you bought. Right? You don't believe in what you invest. Right? Exactly. And here's the thing too. Why did Jason Williams buy this Fewocious piece for $3,000 and now he's selling it for $50,000? You know? Why is he flipping it? Why isn't he holding on to it if it's worth something? Why is he trying to make an immediate profit off of it? You know, 18 days ago he bought it for $3,000. Now he's fucking got it up there for $50,000. Really, bro? Really? I mean, you're just trying to make a quick buck. And I'm calling you out on it and calling everybody out on it. I'm calling the whole space out. And Kakadork says, that's why you screaming like a baby when you see a screenshot of the piece. I think everybody has the right to sell a screenshot as an NFT. The value of the artwork comes from the artist who created that piece, so don't cry this much, please. Yo, shout out to Kakadork, bro. Shout out to Kakadork. And hey, look, Jason Williams, man, he seems like a nice guy too. I watched at least one of his videos when he was on Pomp. You know, I ain't trying to really cause any problem. But I'm a dude that, you know, I'm going to find shit out. You know, I'm not just sitting here taking everyone's word for it. You think it's valuable? I don't think it's valuable. Let me challenge that narrative. And that's what I'm doing. My only regret, like I said, was that I didn't call out credit to the artist. I just copied his description and posted it up there. I wanted to fucking put it up there. Art of Fewocious. I don't even know what the fuck I was going to put, but something like that. So that it was clear that I wasn't saying, hey, I created this, only that I minted it, and this is the exact artwork of Fewocious, just not minted by him. So that's what I'll do on my next one. I'll call out the artist and say it's their artwork, and I'll put it up there, and I'll continue to challenge this narrative. And yeah, I'm a little... Did somebody just respond to this? I agree with you, yo. Cool. Okay. Anyway, yeah. I mean, I am a little disappointed that I didn't get more constructive feedback. I didn't get more people challenging me and saying yours ain't worth shit because A, B, and C. Instead, I just got Jason Williams calling for my band. People calling it fake Gucci. People calling it a fake Rolex. And, you know, Kakadork, man, at least he was bringing up the most, you know. Kakadork, the MVP in this thread. He had the most reasonable responses. Like, look, the art is 100% identical. The only difference is the address. So what's the big deal? Right? You know? If someone screenshotted my Bitcoin and what? You can't do nothing with it. If someone screenshotted one of my Gods on Chain cards, what? You can't do nothing with it. If someone screenshotted my rarest quad mystic Axie, what? You can't do nothing with it. Fine. Screenshot my Axies, mint them, and I don't give a fuck. You know, I'm not even going to care. I'm not even going to make a thread. I don't give a fuck. But NFT art, well, that, on the other hand, is extremely fragile. And I don't see it as valuable. And I would love to keep this going. You know, I'd love to hear more opinions. I know there's a lot of people that say simply, you have to check who it comes from. You have to check who mints it, and that's it. That's what gives it value. Well, then, to that, I would say, well, then there has to be some sort of catalog, some sort of list that you could check when you want to buy a piece. I mean, just see who minted what, all the famous artist addresses, and then what if they change an address? You would have to know that. And who keeps that piece, that catalog? What if the catalog gets corrupted and somebody runs in there and changes it and puts their address as the piece minted? Now there's a question, who's the real address? What piece was minted? The artists changed their address. You know, I don't know. There's a lot to go with that you really can't expect the user, the customer to go with. And I was talking to my wife about it last night too. And she was saying it reminds her of like book series. Like it's the identical art or it's the identical book, but you might have like series 1. I minted series 2 or something like that. And that's why I say, you know, if there's a possibility that if this is worth money, being the first ever that was minted on the Ethereum blockchain, it is possible that the second ever minted one, even if it comes from me or whoever the fuck it comes from, even if it doesn't come from the original artist, the second ever minted on the blockchain, provable. I have the second minted. It could be worth something. I mean, I don't know. You know, if you're saying that it's worth money, if you're saying that this shit is worth something because of the time, it's the original, it's the first. Well, what about the second? Does that hold any weight, or is it just first and that's it? You know, I don't know. This is something I want to discuss. This is something I want to go further and deeper. Also, I have another thing, another concern. Let's say an artist comes out and mints this shit. Like, look, one of one, never to be released again. They release it. Somebody buys it for $100,000. Then, all of a sudden, that artist is on a cocaine binge. They're fucked up. They're down and out. They were rich. Now they're poor as fuck. And they're desperate. And you know what they decide to do? They decide to mint a limited edition second copy of this same exact piece that was supposed to be one of one. And now they just minted a second edition. What happens to the value of that first piece? It plummets. It plummets. And what the fuck is going to stop the artist from minting a second piece? His morality? Please. This is why we're in a crypto space, man. This is why we're in a Bitcoin space, because we know people are corrupted. You can't trust humans. This is the whole point. So you're going to trust an artist to, oh, it's one of one. I forever salute. I forever swear I'll never mint another one. Yeah, okay. Desperate times call for desperate measures. This motherfucker needs money. He's going to mint that shit again. The fuck you think? Can't trust people, man. So that, I believe, has proven my point, and I have shot many holes through the digital NFT art space, and I believe that I have proven, or at least sprinkled some doubt on you motherfuckers, that it ain't worth shit. And hey, like I said, I hope this continues. I hope to talk more about this, because I ain't fucking going nowhere. Alright, well, that's going to be it for this Monday edition of the stream. Thank you all for watching. Hope everybody has a great day. And I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Later.